So we'll go ahead and remove the battery and whatever's in the way.
This is my first time replacing the engine transmission side mount on a 2017 Honda CRV with the 1.5T L15B7 motor. The reason I decided to replace mine is because
you can see the oil leak from the transmission mount all on the bottom there, and then and you can see it all along the running down the transmission as well.
This is a sign to me that it's gone bad. In this video, I will show you the tools I used and how I remove and replace this mount step by step.
So we got 412s right there. There's this wire that's clipped on this bracket. I'm just gonna pull it forward towards me and pull the cable off of that. And another one right here on the side. So a total of 5. So we'll go ahead and remove this bracket here. There's a 10mm here and a 10mm here that I want to remove. Okay, on this bracket there's a 12mm. There's a 12mm right there. Okay, with that 12, it's a very tight fit, so I'm going to need to use the wrench to get in there. Okay, after fighting with this bolt, this is going to be a tough one to get to because it's in between where you just got no room. So that's going to come off to get the bracket out. And there's another 12 right here. Okay, after I got that one out, now there's another one right there. Okay, so it's loose now, but the thing that's holding it in is the wiring harness being clipped to this bracket. So I'm just gonna pull this clip towards me and pull it out. And then right underneath here, this air box, there's another clip with this wiring harness connected to this bracket. Okay, there was a harness in that and that. So that was holding up this bracket. So we have 2 nuts here and 1 bolt here on the CVT trans axle. And then on the frame, there's one that you can see down there. And as you can see, we're gonna have to get to it. So we got this ECU in the way, and one right there, and then one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this supported because what I'm doing is I'm taking the mount out, and all that weight is just gonna drop and put stress on all the other motor mounts. There you go. So after removing the cover, the shield underneath the engine and transmission, there's about three of those type of fill-ups and 2 of those types of fill-ups, and then 6 of these types of bolts to take this shield off. To get access to put support underneath the transaxle right here, and that's where I want to support it. Okay, so I got this floor jack. I'm just gonna put it underneath the transaxle here, the CVT transaxle, just to support it. And I'm not jacking up or anything, I'm just jacking it up to where it's actually just touching it. When I take out the mount, it's all that weight's gonna sit on this. So now we'll go ahead and remove these bolts here. So one more thing I want to take out before I remove this mount is the ground right there that's connected to this transmission mount. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to try to get down in there to get that 10mm out, because I just want to move this to the side so I can get to that motor mount on the frame. Need a longer extension. And just that bolt made it just enough to get to that bolt right there. I believe that's a 17mm bolt. So here's the new OEM mount that I ordered online from, I went to Majestic Honda online. I like the way they package the mount up, and they put a lot of wrap and protection on this, which is nice. Something I want to say about Majestic Honda online is the price is good, and I received this within just a few days. Let's open this new mount and compare it with the old mount. Okay, so new mount, the old mount. As you can see on the old mount, you can see where the seal broke, and that's where all the oil came out. Here's the new one. I'm just doing a side comparison. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in the way I took it out. Just so I don't lose my bolt, I'm just gonna hand tighten this ground on the mount. Okay. I'm just gonna thread the 17mm nut back on by hand. And the 17mm bolt that goes in the center. As you can see, it's shifted, so I'm gonna have to shift this up forward a little bit to get the 17mm bolts to come in. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten these bolts by hand, and it would help to have an longer extension.
Honda recommends replacing all the nuts and bolts when you do this job. These are torque to yell fasteners, which means once they've been tightened down, they can stretch and may not hold properly if reused. For best results and safety, I suggest getting new OEM bolts and nuts when replacing this mount.
So for me, the safest for me is just to do it by hand, just so I'm not gonna cross thread or anything.
In my case, I reused temporarily until I got new hardware, which I found out later after ordering my part. But I recommend following Honda's guidance.
This bolt here is a little bit tough because you need probably a wobbly or something without having to get this pipe out of the way. So that's kind of what makes it kind of difficult to get to. Okay, I just want to snug it by hand, and then I'm going to torque them down. If someone could verify, or if someone has access to the correct resources, this is what I was able to find. So the bolt that bolts to the frame, the 3 bolts are 55 foot-pounds of torque, and the 2 nuts and the bolt that bolts to the CVT transaxle, those are
37
foot-pounds of torque. 3 bolts on here, 55. Actually, before I put the airbox back on, I'm gonna, since that gives me a little bit more room to access the wiring harness. Okay, so I'm just gonna mount the ECU back on, and it's a 10mm bolt right here. Okay, so getting the hard part in. which is this bracket right here. And I made it tough on myself. You don't have to take this bolt completely out. Again, you don't need to take it out. You can just slide it in just like that, instead of spending all that time trying to take out that bolt like I did. Okay, we'll get this mounting bracket back on. We have a bolt here on top of the bracket that mounts on top of this transmission mount. And I will go ahead and tighten that 12mm bolt down there. Okay, so we got 3 12mm bolts that go back in. I'm gonna leave this just a little loose before I tighten, so I can tighten the other 12s down first. Okay, after I tighten down those 2 12s, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this 12 on the frame.
So here I forgot to put the 10mm bolt back in.
Get the wiring harness put back on this bracket. Get the wiring harness put on the bracket before you put this on. Okay, once that's on, this air box back on. Okay, so now we're gonna put this bracket back on. So I ran out of light, 5 12mm bolts here, 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 and here. And then we will go ahead and get the battery put back in and mount it up, and then the air box put back together, and then the connections put together, and then underneath get the support jack underneath out, and then put the splash shield back on. Everything's put back together.
If you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and thank you for watching.